Jeremy Udell is the Articulator's resident sports nut and sci-fi fantasy geek. When the Gators won their many national championships, he was euphoric.
Yes.
When Star Wars finally came out on Blu-ray disc, he was ecstatic. He has another more recent passion, Toastmasters. And he is very excited today to be serving as evaluator for Bonny. Let's have a big round of applause for Jeremy Udell.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bonny. I love listening to you talk because you have this wonderful voice that starts at a place that is at a very audible but subtle level. And that's when you get up here, you change the dynamic a lot. Because sometimes we get up here and our tendency is to get loud because we're talking to the entire room. But Bonny keeps it at this nice level. It's very audible. You can hear her, but it's almost like you feel like you have to lean in to hear Bonny. You don't, but she brings you in with that beautiful voice. And I really like listening to it. And I'm trying to mimic it just a little bit. I want you to hear that nice subtle intro, that well-paced. Time qualifies, time disqualifies. And then she stood over here, and you notice this was great image for you to see because you were doing a little bit of this, and Bonny kept those hands down here, and they made her gestures just so natural and sweet up here. She was talking about how she stance when she stood straight for Reed. Wonderful use of stance, but she'd also lean in sometimes to talk to us when she wanted us to listen to her. She would use Reed and bring him in with these reaching out, and she would also move people around with those hands in our mind. She accomplished this and she accomplished that. It was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. She didn't use her notes a whole lot. One of the few improvements would be continue to strive to move away from them because it was the only time your speech really lost any momentum was when you had to stop and look down. Other than that, they were all eyes on you, all kept focused on you because you had that eye contact. You were talking to us. Really well done on that. I was really, and you've definitely improved on that. It's really gotten good. The other thing I would add, for me, it's so easy to add a lot of loud volume because I started a much louder place. For you, you like to bring it down some. Now you use pitch a little bit to add some things to your voice, which is wonderful. But you never accomplished anything. Those are wonderful ways to stress things. But if you added a little volume burst, let's talk about just in your introduction, time qualifies and time disqualifies. Imagine if you had thrown that in there, right? Just a little bit of extra emphasis. It startles us, it wakes us up, it brings us even more, and then you can bring it right back to your point, and all of a sudden we're like, this is somebody who cares about what they're talking about. Other than that, maybe a little pace burst, because you've got this nice, regular pace, and then you can speed it up real fast and tell us something real quick, and then bring it back down again. But other than that, wonderful job. Last thing, general and specific purpose today was what your main objectives were. Your general purpose was very obviously to inform, and you've made that what we were learning from you. Specific purpose was to tell us about specific types of people. I would have liked you to sum that up just a little bit more in your conclusion so we knew exactly what it was you wanted us to remember from your speech. But you did a really good job of teaching us today. Keep coming up here and teaching us as often as you would like, Bonny. We enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You don't need this. You don't need general evaluator.
I have to make a comment there.